Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. I thought I would go ahead and do one final haul for 2020 on this channel. Oh my gosh, that is music to my ears. Who is ready for this year to be over? I feel like I'm out here unable to pretend I didn't do a lot of shopping for Black Friday and the other holiday sales. Oh my gosh, I have got to send one of those emails to my future self, reminding myself mid-November that it turns out the sales in December are kind of better. They're kind of better than Black Friday. What was that? Hopefully this is a fun video to watch. One note though, I'm not going to have as much skincare in this video because realistically my Black Friday orders, we already talked about them in Wednesday's video, which I'll link if you missed it, in which I share with you what I'm going to be doing in 2021 with skincare trials. So, you know, the reality is you're going to see much more involved reviews of those products just over time. So let's start this video off with what I bought in the Sephora sale. So Sephora does this tiered sale in the first week of December usually, and it's actually the best sale of the year if you're planning on spending $75. So the way it works is you get $25 off if you're Rouge, which is 33% off. You get $20 off if you are VIB, and if you're an Insider, you get $15 off, which is still 20%. So I try to make my orders as close to 75 as possible, and I'm bitter because I remember when it was 50 and also no minimum. But what can you do? I guess I do usually make one purchase every year in this sale, and that is, for the past few years now, the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. This is something that I use to keep my brushes looking good. It's not something that I rely on to clean my brushes, but it just gets any stains out of them. If you wear bright colored eyeshadow, it's kind of a must. Otherwise, your brushes are going to be quite the medley of colors. So I absolutely love this. I did purchase that in the sale. This is $42, and Sephora is the best place to get this because there's some kind of a shipping restriction on this that makes it really expensive to buy from almost anybody else, but you know, you get the free shipping with Sephora. It's been going on for almost this entire year at this point. But that's $42, and I said I always spend $75. So I was looking at my loves list, and I was like, what's close to $33? And there was one single product in my loves list that was exactly $33. There just weren't a lot of reviews on this product. And this may sound strange, but you know, factor my income into this. I don't like making kind of more expensive purchases without reading reviews. I'll do it with drugstore products, that's fine, but products that are pricey, $33, that's pricey. I want to see some reviews, and all I had seen on this specific product is people not expecting much from it and then saying, wait, this is actually a really nice product. So I bought it. It's kind of not cute packaging, but I do need to tell you what it is because I don't recall the name of it. The Face Build and Buff Foundation Brush from Huda Beauty. So basically this was released alongside her stick foundations. And here's the thing, I don't need any foundation. I need to finish the foundation I have. But I was watching all the beauty gurus. You know, they all did the reviews on the stick foundation, which was getting a lot of buzz. So of course they reviewed it, but in the PR package that they received, a lot of them got this brush. And I swear, so many of these reviews, you see people take the brush out and say, okay, a brush, and then they use it and they come back and say, wait, this is a really nice brush. And I swear, that's the kind of thing that gets to me, because I feel like some of the products come out with so much hype and it just stays that case, even if it's not a great product. It's when something really has people surprised that I'm going, I gotta say, this is an amazing brush. And you know, it's not that I just grabbed it because people were saying it was good. I felt like it was something that I would enjoy. It has this pyramid shape to it, and I tend to struggle with getting my foundation right up along the nose, right up under the eyes and around the eyes, and I thought about it and I was like, that seems like it would be a really good design for me. But get this, when I actually got this in the mail, you know what I've been trying this with? Cushion foundations. You see the shape of that? You see how it's round and flat? Not completely flat, just very slightly domed. It is perfect for putting right into your cushion foundation. See, that's the thing, I don't really like the puffs that come with cushion foundations, which kind of defeats the purpose, believe me, I know, but yeah, I really don't. So I've been using my cushion foundations again with this brush and just absolutely loving it. It is so soft. The one thing that I was kind of worried about with this brush is I thought it might be too big, but actually it's not because it has that other side. So what I've been doing is I'll buff in all of my foundation and then flip it whenever I'm in those crevice areas and then flip it back and keep working. I have not had any complaints with this brush. Now here's the thing, this is very significant coming from me because I don't typically like buffing brushes. So I think what this really boils down to is I don't think this is a brush that absolutely everybody needs, but if you're somebody who wants to find the right buffing brush for you, if you haven't liked what you've tried so far, I think this could be that case of, whoa, I actually do enjoy this brush. I actually want to give you a bit of a better review on this brush solely because nobody else is doing it. So if you do want to skip this section, know that there's timestamps to every product in the description box below. But what I wanted to do is tell you why I'm enjoying this brush over a lot of the other hyped brushes that I've tried. Let's start with a throwback, the Sigma Flat Angled Kabuki. I don't mind this one, but it's a little bit more, I guess, harsh feeling. This one is just so soft in comparison. And you can see the size, difference against all of these. It's the biggest one by far, and yet somehow, I'm telling you, it's that flip ability. Saves it. The Fenty 110, I actually don't really like this brush. I really thought that I would, but it's another case of just a little bit too stiff. It's a brush where I don't like how it feels on my dry skin. We talked about this a long time ago. This is technically a light exfoliation on your skin. So yeah, this is a little bit too much for me. I do use it for primer. I just kind of glide primer on my face with that one, especially if I'm breaking out and don't want to touch it. The MAC 170, this one is better. I think this is the synthetic. This one is kind of a step in the right direction for me. Maybe that's part of what I'm liking, is just that dome shape in and of itself, and it's a little bit more of a soft brush. Also the classic Real Techniques, this is in the holiday design though. It's just a little bit this was too slow to work with. I don't know why that is. Maybe this one just isn't dense enough. This is quite a dense brush here and so soft. So yeah, I don't think it's for everybody, but I'm really glad that this is what I decided on. Real struggle over here because yeah, it's a brush that I don't have anything like and I do really love it. Let's do my MAC haul next. So I know I already talked to you guys about this in my last haul video and I showed you the bag that I got, but there's actually 4 more items that I got in that sale for a grand total of $40. How do you beat that? I think that is my favorite Black Friday purchase. How do you beat that? I do have one item here that I still haven't opened. This is the MAC On The Go Pink Mini Lip Kit. I just thought this was a good idea. It wasn't the best value, but I thought, well, if I'm getting 3 minis in one choice, let's just go for the kit. That was my logic. But these items I've been using and overall I'm very happy. So I got the Hyper Real Glow in the shade Flash and Awe. This is so funny because the last time MAC did this sale I grabbed the highlighter Double Gleam, which is beautiful, but it's not a super intense highlighter. It's definitely more of the old school, back when highlighter wasn't ridiculously bright. And you know how now that's what's coming back in style again, as if everybody's been wearing intense highlighter for 100 years. It's so funny how trends recycle. But anyway, with this palette, it has a very different formula. These are definitely much more intense highlighters. Very, very pretty. I am wearing these 2 today. This one right here, this is a little bit more of a blush topper for me, which is secret makeup code for a highlighter that is too deep for my skin tone. But these are really nice, and something I very much appreciate about them is that this formula is kind of creamy, and so what that seems to translate into is that you're able to blend it out so it doesn't emphasize texture as much. For a while, all of the very intense highlighters emphasized so much texture. Yeah, this is actually this is a well done product by MAC. I just feel like they came out with it as the bright trend was kind of coming to an end. MAC has a little bit of a reputation for this. Think about how long it took them to come out with liquid lipsticks. Oh my gosh, they were so far behind. But you know what? By the time they do it really well. So this palette, this right here is the Art Library palette. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I expected when I added this to my cart for $10 as a $48 palette. You would too. You would too. And everybody did. That's why it sold out so fast. But anyway, I didn't have high expectations. I just thought, oh, that's a really nice little palette. Yeah, it's a really nice little palette. And it single-handedly has made me remember, oh yeah, I really do like MAC's eyeshadow formula. Always have. So in today's look, I'm wearing mostly this bottom row right here with a little bit of this shade in the center of my lid, and then in Wednesday's video, I did more of a warmer tone. The thing is, using this palette is so easy, and that's what's always stood out to me about MAC's eyeshadow formula. So if you're new to makeup, blending is difficult, and I think one of the hardest parts of blending is that a lot of the popular palettes now are really high in pigment, which means you have to blend them a lot. Whereas with these, because this is a more buildable formula, instead what happens is you start building up your eyeshadow and it never really gets out of control. And that's the main difference for me between using MAC and Anastasia Beverly Hills. With ABH palettes, you start with a situation where you have to detract the eyeshadow. With MAC, you keep building. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's so easy to work with this, even if you are a beginner and even if you're advanced. You know, the great thing about MAC is that this is a very reliable formula. This stuff looks the same 12 hours after you applied it as when you first applied it. You know, that's something that I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot that's normal. I've run into a lot of these really creamy formulas that definitely fade through the day. And yeah, this just completely restored my love for this eyeshadow formula. But we just can't have everything we want in life, and sometimes you're gonna get a fail in your order. And for me, I regret getting the MAC 217S. I heard a lot of bad things about this brush in particular, that it just didn't compare to the classic 217, and I figured, well, I'll try it. It can't be that bad. It actually can, because the problem with the 217 is it's too soft. It is too soft of a brush, and that's what always made the MAC 217 stand out. It's a little bit more firm, and so you're able to really work that blending. So I gotta say, sadly, that's a miss for me, the fact that, I don't have this problem with Ulta's makeup brushes. I don't have this problem with Real Techniques, but somehow MAC didn't come out with a good brush, a good 217. Honestly, how is that possible? That is so MAC. Please get yourself together, because you've got some good products, but what happened? I figure what we'll do next is we'll go through this entire box right here, which is not Sephora and yet makeup. One second though, I need some hand cream. Oh my goodness, I cannot with the dryness in the air. Ugh. I am so mad. We were watching the weather last night, and the weather person was on there saying, well, it's going to be 39 degrees tomorrow, but at least it's not going to be 80 degrees like it was last year. Trying to make me mad? Are you trying to make me mad? I love summer. Are you trying to make me mad? Let's start with this lip bar stuff. I placed an order through, what is it? Is it View Your Deal? Or Good Morning America deals. They are really worth checking out. They often have 50% off all kinds of brands, including brands that is very difficult to get at these kinds of prices. So from the lip bar, I bought their Go Off Minute Finish face palette. I'm wearing this again today. Okay, can we just comment on how cute the packaging is from this brand? It is so adorable. And here's the thing about the lip bar. The lip bar is such an inclusive makeup brand. They are a Black-owned brand that really wanted to have products available to everybody. So rather than come out with one face palette, and rather than come out with 2 or 3 face palettes, which is always an improvement, this brand came out with a ton of them. All kinds of options, no matter how light or how deep your skin tone is, no matter your preferences, tons of different options. And they also have a pressed powder in here, which is a really, really smart addition in my opinion. I feel like most of these companies, they either do, you know, you get 2 blushes or you get 2 highlighters, but this is a very convenient product to have, is a pressed powder for any kind of touch-up. So I think this is a very well thought out product, and that tends to be how I summarize the Lip Bar. I haven't talked about them for a while, but I still absolutely love them. And it finally happened. I bought one of their matte liquid lipsticks, and I am wearing this today. This is, let's see if I can read this, Curl Friend. So here's the deal. I was kind of nervous about this because the reviews had me feeling like it might not be the formula that I prefer. I prefer a formula like Stila's liquid lipstick or the Smashbox liquid lipstick, which dries out too fast, but nonetheless, I do like that formula for the month that you have it. Smashbox, come on. Now, I know a lot of people much prefer the Maybelline liquid lipsticks, and I do think they're very different, and I understand why people like them, and yet I don't. So the difference is, with those Stila Smashbox formulas, it completely dries down, and it does not transfer at all, whereas Maybelline, and it turns out, the Lip Bar, it actually stays a little bit more tacky on your lips, so there is a little bit of transfer, and yet somehow you can eat, oh, I don't know, a hamburger with mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup, and yet the lipstick is still there after all of that? Wait, okay, I can show you my straw. I was thinking in my head, is this about to be kind of on the gross side? And then I thought about makeup videos in general and how up close we get so you can see every pore. Anyway, just so you know, for the purpose of science, this is the straw I've been drinking out of. You see how the lipstick is on there, but somehow also on my lips? How is this possible? So the funny thing is, since I just said I don't love the Maybelline formula, I actually thought I wouldn't like this either, but somehow it's more of a hybrid. It's more of if you took that Maybelline formula and you crossed it with Stila, and actually, I think I do really like it. I think it is just comfortable enough, just transfer resistant enough, and very long lasting. So it's well done. What can I say? The Lip Bar does lip products very well. I do not know why I keep buying so many lipsticks. I think I just, in the moment of shopping online, forget what the world has been like. So I also bought the Becca 2 for You Mini Becca Lipstick Duo. I actually bought this in the Ulta sale. This is the only makeup item that I bought in the 5x points day sale. I haven't opened this yet, so I'll make sure to talk about it next month instead. I've just heard so many good things about, what's the name of this lipstick formula? Love You lipstick or something? Ultimate Lipstick Love. $15 with a $29 value. I love this. I love this concept. I love mini lipsticks, so next month. Let's just get all of the lipstick out of the way because you know that I bought from Pat McGrath when she made her lipsticks $10 each. Oh, you know I absolutely did. And I did buy 3 of them. Do you guys know what this packaging is? Of course I bought some of the Blitztrance products. Also, this will probably not surprise you, but of course I also bought the shiny gold lipstick. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I'll put up some swatches of all of these so you can see them up close. Wow, this one is so pretty. It is very, very, very gold, so you know, I can see how it's not a lipstick for absolutely everybody, but it is really pretty just in the center of your lips. You know, you can just add a little bit of sparkle. Wow, that's a gorgeous lipstick if you like fun lipstick. But I also bought the Full Fantasy shade, and this one is nothing like the other one. You know, if you're worried that these are going to be too glittery, they're not at all. Instead, it's kind of this gorgeous metallic-like formula. I feel like the phrase metallic lipstick kind of has a bad connotation, so maybe I shouldn't say that, but let's see how to describe this. It's not glittery at all. Imagine if you took your bullet lipstick and you made it look a little bit more moist on the lips. I think I'm actually pretty close with that description. It's kind of just an extra cream lipstick. It's beautiful. And then I did buy one of the Matte Trance formulas. This one is the shade, oh yeah, Candy Flip. I also did buy one of the Smashbox holiday sets. They're so amazing year after year, so I had to go for one. The one that really had my interest was the primer set because I hadn't tried the Vitamin Glow primer. Okay, so here's the thing. Now that I have tried this, I just have one question. When did primers become serums? There is very little difference between this primer and most of my vitamin C serums. That's what it is. It's a vitamin C serum, and I'm so fascinated by this. I'm trying to figure out if this is makeup products or makeup brands trying to come close to skincare products, but without people necessarily recognizing that they're using skincare. Instead, here, it's makeup. I've said it for ages, though. A primer is the one step of makeup that is actually, it's kind of skincare. It's kind of the last step in a skincare routine, at least in my opinion. But yeah, it's a really nice primer. My hand is covered in glitter from the prior lipsticks, but yeah, you can see it's a really, really lightweight. Look at how lightweight this primer is. Not all primers are lightweight, but you know, I really think the trick with primer is finding the one that works for your skin type. If you're somebody who is a little more oily and you just want a primer that's not going to feel like much but brightens your skin, this is such a good choice. It's got vitamin C in it, which is a brightening ingredient over time. So, you know, I do think that, yeah, I think it's a smart idea with these makeup brands are sneakily doing. What else is in this box here? Oh, this Pixi On The Glow blush. Okay, here's the deal with this. This is actually a really pretty blush for people who don't wear foundation. It's gorgeous on bare skin. The packaging is nice. It makes it very easy to get the shape that I like in blush. I do like a lifted upward shape, so you just kind of wham, bam, blend a little bit with your fingers and you're done. My only fear with this blush is I know how out of it I'm capable of being, and I'm terrified that if I throw this in my bag, I might also pull it out and say, oh, I need a touch-up. Uh-oh. Thankfully, it's really light in color, so it might not ruin your day to do that, just, you know, ruin your blush. But yeah, this is the shade Fleur. Made in Korea. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, this is a very light pigment. In fact, it's almost not there. I think they call this technically a tinted moisture stick, so I do not think you're going to like this if you like high pigment products. But if you like low pigment and especially dewy products, this is a good find. And I also placed a Kosas order, and I did share this deal on my Instagram, so hopefully you got it if you were interested. But I forget what the details of the deal are now, but I think it was 20 to 30% off site-wide, and then you get a free full-size lipstick and free shipping. So I thought, let's try the Chemistry deodorant. Listen, here's the thing. I know that these natural deodorants are trendy. That is great. I always want to help people find products that interest them, even though at the end of the day, I need aluminum hydrochloride in my deodorants in general. I live in a hot climate, aside from today, at least. So the thing is, I've tried now 6 of these all-natural deodorants, and let me tell you something. This is officially the best one that I've tried so far. I feel like almost every other natural deodorant has some kind of a con to it, just something that I don't love. With Kopari, you got to apply it every hour, or you smell pretty bad. With the, what's the first brand I tried? The one that sent me PR? That one was very hard. It was one of those salt stick type of deodorants. Those are not fun to apply. This one is a roller ball. It glides on your skin. It's got AHAs in it, which turns out to be a great choice, I guess, because it actually works. You do not smell bad with this, and I'd say you really only need to touch up maybe once in the day. So, Kosas, wow. Well done. Let's unbox this month's Glossybox. This is the only PR in this video. They were kind enough to send me this, and this is a gorgeous box this month, I must say. They've been putting a lot of detail into their boxes. I have to admit that initially I wasn't too blown away with this box, but it was another case of once I started trying the products, I do like this box. But yeah, this was probably weighing upon my initial thoughts. This is a Nude Sticks gel color in Posh, and if you don't already know this, there's a lot of drama around Nude Sticks at the moment. But rest assured, I do like everything else in this box. So let me start with maybe my favorite item in here. So this is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. So if you saw my Youth to the People video, this was one of my two favorites from the brand. I really like this and also their AHA toner. This is maybe obviously an adaptogen-rich moisturizer that actually feels a little bit more heavy on the skin than you would ever expect from a silicone-free product. And that really is, you know, what it stands out for, in my opinion, because there's plenty of occlusive moisturizers, but not very many that are going to be silicone-free. So this right here is an $18 value alone. You also get the Christoph Robin Cleansing Purifying Scrub with Sea Salt. I've heard so many good things about this, but I haven't tried it. I'm not sure these are for my hair. Is this something I should just give to Ara with her much more wavy hair? I don't know if I'm a sea salt hair texture. Oh, I hate sea salt sprays. Oh my gosh, that is a way for me to look like a wet rat for the rest of the day. I have sworn those off, let me tell you. See, here's the thing. There were two masks in this box, and I think when I open a box and see sheet masks, I kind of feel like they're filler items in my head. But then I looked closer and I realized these are not your average sheet mask. So we have the K-Glow Smoothing Coconut Biocellulose Eye Mask. Let me refer to the price of these items here. So this is a $6 mask, and yeah, it's actually really nice. I didn't know if I was gonna like it when I first put it on because it's got those little flaps. You know how some sheet masks are cut out with actual flaps around your eyes? You know what I'm talking about if you've encountered this. Otherwise, I'm sorry for sounding very confusing right now. But yeah, this actually has that, and yet it works really well in a gel form. It actually helped me to adhere it perfectly to my eye area. And that's the thing, when it's a standard sheet mask with those eye flaps, then they just wobble. You think you're walking down Bourbon Street, let me tell you. And then the last item in the box is a foot mask. So this is from CBD FX, which is actually a pretty popular CBD brand. I think they're known for having organically grown hemp. This is a $10 foot mask, and it is absolutely beautiful to use. You put your foot in these little booties. They've got a way to wrap it around your ankle, leave it on for 20 minutes, and wow, your feet really do feel extremely soft after using. You know, this is the thing with this CBD and softening trend. I keep seeing this everywhere. CBD in my softening shampoos, CBD in a softening foot mask, and I feel like we're not really necessarily at a place to say yes, that correlates with that, but nonetheless the other ingredients do leave your feet feeling quite soft. So it works. I don't know if it's because of that 50 milligrams of CBD, but it's beautiful. Oh, by the way, I used this before bed, the lavender in it, so nice. So I feel like it's not the highest value box that I've ever seen, but it is well curated. It's definitely unique items. And like I've said before, I've always thought that's what Glossybox does really well. So I do have a discount code, not an affiliate code, but I do have a code to get you $16. Get you your first box for $16. You may not believe me, but I actually only have a small haul for the rest of this video, but for some reason, skincare takes up a lot of space. What is that? Why does it take up a lot of space? This is mostly Ulta clearance. I think there is no, there's two exceptions in here. Actually, let me talk about this really quickly. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it out. This was free. Yeah, completely free, and not because it was PR. So Express has this amazing sign-up program where you can get a lot of points, and on Black Friday they had everything 50% off and free shipping. So you could cash out for, I believe, $10 worth of anything you wanted. So I grabbed some bath salts. Can't go wrong there. I really could have put more thought into my order, but there was a part of me that didn't believe it, and then also a big part of me that said, no, that's gonna ship. That is going to ship. I'm not a glitch person, but that actually seemed like a very legitimate offer from Express, and I think it was, and now I'm on their mailing list, let me tell you. They almost got me too. They sent this email that was, try any clothes that you want and just ship them back when you feel like it. You can, you know, never wear the same clothes twice, and I thought, wow, that sounds really neat, but it was $60 a month. That's too expensive. Listen, facts over here, $60 a month, you can never wear the same thing twice if you shop at Goodwill. Am I wrong? I love Goodwill. I've got to love Goodwill. I've got expensive tastes in makeup and skincare. Anyway, so I also ordered from, speaking of expensive tastes, the Perricone MD website. This is the Vitamin C Ester Brightening Eye Serum. They had some incredible deals on Perricone Direct. This was, I think, 60% off, which was incredible. Usually, I say this is a great deal when it's 40% off. And here's the thing, I've been on the fence about eye serums in general, but this one does make a lot of sense to me, especially as a vitamin C eye serum. It's THD ascorbate, it's DMEA, and it's a short ingredients list. It does have some fragrance, and I think everything from Perricone does, actually. But yeah, I mean, you get the ability to rule out most of the common allergens with having a short ingredients list, and it looks amazing. So I haven't tried this yet, but I believe this was $25, which was pretty hard to beat. Okay, now everything else is from Ulta. I did want to show you one of my collagen orders. Okay, I actually got screwed, finally, by Ulta. I feel like it was just a matter of time. But my last order, I only have a third of it so far. 2 of my packages just haven't been picked up. I guess they'll get around to it when they feel like it, but they've been sitting and waiting for pickup for a long time. So I'm glad I took advantage of that in-store pickup while they had it, so I did grab 2 of these in-store. I actually got the Beauty and Sleep one and the sticks. Have I told you what this is? The Ancient Nutrition Multi-Collagen Protein. I talked about this in my collagen video. Something that I did forget to mention in my collagen video is that while this doesn't contain hyaluronic acid directly, it does contain bone broth. And while I wouldn't say take bone broth for the collagen, bone broth does have hyaluronic acid within it. So, you know, we don't know how much. That's the only catch there. But it'll be interesting to see how just switching over to this compares to Vital Proteins. And I think if you're worried about it, you could very easily add a hyaluronic acid supplement with it. But I got to admit, I tried this morning, and I have to say it was very nice to have a break from Vital Proteins flavors. If you know, then you know. I bought this from Tula, the Balanced Berry and Bright Calendar 14 Days of Balanced Beauty Gummy Vitamins. So I actually bought 2 of these, so this one I haven't opened yet, but I figured this was a pretty good way to test the gummy probiotics. Again, like with their supplement, it's not a wide range of probiotics in here, but it does also contain let's see, biotin and folate, and also an antioxidant blend. And one thing I will say, this in comparison to the hum gummies, these are tastier, and they don't have as many of the chunks. But at the same time, that's kind of what I feel sets hum apart. They're chunky because they're full of hyaluronic acid or full of biotin. But, you know, I'll try it. I'll report back. I bought the Elemis Superfood Starter Kit for $12.50. On that day when we had 5x points on any kit. I just missed the facial wash so much. The Superfood facial wash is actually really, really nice. It's just the 1-ounce size in here, but I figured I have to go for it. Oh, this contains a deluxe sample of Superfood facial oil, which I also want to try. You know what? This set is no longer available. I'm trying to figure out if it was a mistake for it to have ever been sold, because it doesn't say, well, no, it does say $25, value $51. I don't know. It's so strange. It's just only a gift with purchase at this point. And I don't want to spend $60 on Elemis. I'd rather spend $12.50, so I'm glad I grabbed it when I could. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw me post the items that I picked up, so I'll just go through these really quickly. But I did repurchase the Pacifica Crystal Lit Moon Oil, which will probably be the last time I can buy it. Pacifica always discontinues products, so you just can't fall too madly in love with them. What an odd business model. I don't actually understand that about Pacifica. I also bought the dry brush because it looks cute, and that really is the reason I bought it. You can't say she's not honest. It's supposed to be a buffing facial dry brush, so you would just use it before your skincare if you want a little bit of extra exfoliation. It is very scratchy. But that would indeed mean exfoliation. I also bought the OK Drying Pink Blemish Powder. We'll see how that compares to Mario Badescu's drying lotion. I don't think it will. It actually does not contain salicylic acid. I totally forgot that Korean skincare has hefty restrictions on salicylic acid, so my bad. We'll see if it works with tea tree in place of salicylic. I bought the Acure Ultra Hydrating Watermelon Seed Oil. This sounded great. This was $5 in the clearance sale, and the ingredient is watermelon seed oil. That's it. The Vitamin C Beauty Night Concentrate Serum with sea lavender and jojoba. This actually looks really nice. A 2-ounce bottle of serum for I think $3. A lot of these items are still available, by the way, so I'll link you the full sale page. It does contain fragrance and it does contain dye, and I kind of feel like that's what probably is working against this entire brand, because I actually do like their products. I've tried quite a few of them. They are huge bottles and they are very affordable. This one has retinol in it too. I'm really curious. You know how the last time I got these hydrocolloid patches, I said I wish I bought more? Well, this time I bought 4, so I hope I like them. I haven't had a pimple in a while to test them. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see this trial right now. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. But yeah, once again, this is a tea tree product instead of well, it does have salicylic, but not at higher than 0.5%. And then I bought another Korean beauty product from Ulta, the Dear Hydration Boosting Cream from Vanilla. It's so funny, I was thinking about how I have tried and finished the Vanilla cleansing balm, but I've never tried anything else from them. Nothing. Not a single thing. So this was $7 plus an extra 20% off. I went for it. And the last product for this entire video, the Revolution Copper Peptide Serum, which was $3 or $4. I guess a lot of Revolution's products are going off the Ulta website, as that's usually what this clearance means. I just don't understand it. This actually has an amazing ingredients list. It is short, it has no alcohol, it has no fragrance. It's one of those good Revolution products. That's the catch though. With Revolution skincare, you can't just say, oh, the products have been fragrance free, so I'm sure this one will be also. They're wildly different in formulation, but this one looks really well formulated. And what's the Ordinary's Copper Peptide Serum? It's about $30, right? It's a pricey product, so super excited to try that. And that is it. We have come to the end of the last haul of 2020. Can you believe it? Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.